Welcome back to Steel City Live. I'm Jason, that's Sean, and we are back with another show. And today is our celebration of 1 million views on the channel. What is up, Sean? How are you, my friend?
What's up, Jason? What's up, everybody out there? Thanks for having me on. And yeah, that's some big news. You've had over 1 million views on the channel. Wow.
Hell yeah, bro. We're rolling, and that's all because of you guys out there in the mic drop mafia realm here, man. Thank you guys so much. But again, 1 million views for the channel. We've definitely hit that, and we're a little bit over. So we're steamrolling toward that 2 million mark now. But hey, let's just keeping on. What's up, everybody in the chat? It's Miss Pittsburgh, Skylar, Joshua. There's some others too, guys. Big Stretch, what's up? Hey, guys, thank you guys again for joining us as Sean and I break through our Wednesday show. Thank you guys for joining us at this time, and we appreciate it. And we're going to talk a little bit about the new rules. I see you guys in the chat talking a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about Patterson and what he means to the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of maybe versatility and things of that nature. We haven't got to talk to Sean since that signing. So we're going to talk about all that stuff. So again, welcome to Subsea Steelers. What about that move, Sean? Let's just start there with Patterson, with what you were thinking about him and what you like, what you dislike about Patterson.
Well, what I like about him is he's a 4-time Pro Bowler, 7-time All-Pro. What I don't like is he's 33 years old, and he's kind of been through a lot of teams. He's played for the Vikings, the Raiders, the Patriots, Bears, Falcons, and now the Steelers. So that's a little concerning to me, but at the same time, I'm kind of stoked because, it's somebody that might be able to fill that slot receiver position that we lack in Pittsburgh. And I'm wondering if they're going to utilize him like that. That's a good thing about him. And it was just 2022, just a few years ago, and the year before that, 2021, 2022. The dude was getting over 600, almost 700 yards a season, averaging over 4 yards per carry. And, I thought that was pretty good. It's a good addition. Somebody that can run the rock if we need. He can back up Najee or Jalen if they get hurt. And I like that.
Oh, yeah, man. I don't disagree with it. I think he's pretty versatile. I'm on board with the same thing as you. We're not big fans of that here at the channel where we're talking about, older players coming in. But, hey, we can deal with it for, a 33-year-old guy that has some versatility that can play running back, play that fifth wide receiver role, also return kicks. He fills several needs for you, and that's pretty darn cool, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, what's up? Abe's in the house. What's up, Corey? I'm the Colin Coward of YouTube Live. I wish, buddy. I wish I got paid like Colin Coward. What's up, George? Thank you again, everybody. So does the fair catch apply to punt returns? I don't think so. I have the rules up here, Scholar. We're going to break all those new rules down as we move through. But when I was talking about that with Patterson, dude, you see his kickoff ability, and we're talking about these new rules, Sean. Do you think that was a priority for the Pittsburgh Steelers? They were the ones, looking for a guy that could return some kicks here because they saw this rule change coming. Do you think it was a good idea? Do you think that should have been a priority? Get a guy that is good at returning kicks, because now you're going to have two people back there. Typically you do anyway, but two people back there that are going to be able to catch the ball and return it. So Calvin Austin probably and Patterson. Do you think that it was very important for the Steelers to get somebody like this in free agency, or should they have just kind of let it shake out in camp,
I think it was a good move. I think that, with the new rules coming in, it gives everybody more of a chance to see some big plays on the kickoffs. And we should have a guy back there that's capable of breaking out and running down the field and putting points up on special teams. I like the idea of him having some experience in the NFL. I think it's a good thing because I think that they should go to the draft and bring younger guys in. And when you do that, you got to have a few vets out there to help guide them and tell them, what to be expecting and all that good stuff. So I think it was a good move.
Yeah, I think with the rules changing, you had to make sure you had somebody back there. I like Calvin Austin on the punts. Skylar, I think your answer is no on that. I don't think anything. The fair catch will still be everything with the punt should still be the same. You just can't fair catch the ball on the kickoff. So that is one thing. What's up, George? Yes, welcome all to the new members, man. What's up, D? Yeah, they should leave the rules alone, man. It is getting a little bit crazy. One good thing about this, Sean, is that these rules that are adopted here in the 2024 off season ahead of the regular season are only in place for 1 year, so they could get rid of them. What do you think about this kickoff stuff and how this is going to shake out? Do you think this will be something long term for the NFL, or do you think this is going to be kind of like maybe a flopped idea, or do you think that this actually has some potential to be good?
I think that the NFL wants to implement this rule for a reason, and I think it's probably going to stick now that it's in there. They want to see more points getting put up because it's more ratings, the more scoring, the more excitement, and that's what they're pushing for. I feel like, and with this the new change in, that's what we're going to get. And like I say, I think it's here to stay. Unfortunately, I personally like the old school football rules. I wish they wouldn't change anything. And I feel like it takes away from a lot of the records in the past that didn't have these rules to help them. So
Yes.
I don't think it's doing any good for the game. I really don't. And I wish it would stay the same. I'll repeat myself. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're football enthusiasts of keeping it the same. We want it to be the same for sure. And I know that I'm not big on change either, but we'll see how this shakes out. We'll see. What's up, Wesley Boyd? Good evening, my friend. Beer Mall's in the house. What's up, Malls? Uh, One thing I've noticed about this though is if you kick the ball out of bounds on the kickoff, the receiving team gets possession at the 40, which has always been that way, so that's something that stays the same. If you kicked it out of bounds before, you got it at the 40. There are no fair catches. Onside kicks, though, Sean, are only permitted in the fourth quarter and must be declared to the official before you ever even do it. So this takes that surprise onside kick element out of the game. You can't do that anymore. What do you think about that? Do you think that that's taken a layer out of the game that's really important, or do you think it doesn't matter since only three onside kicks were even recovered last year by the kickoff team?
Well, I think it does it does matter, and I don't like the fact that they have to like go report that this is what they're gonna do. I do like those surprises when they do happen. You got guys that
Mm,
are lined up deep, waiting for a big kickoff, and then all of a sudden you see the line up there change. Everybody's shifting, and it's like, oh, now the team that's supposed to get the ball has to make adjustments real quick, and it throws them off their game. And now
mm.
that's been taken away from the game, and I feel like there's less to look forward to. I don't like
Yeah.
it, man.
Sean's not a fan, so there's Sean's vote. I'm on the fence. I'll have to see how it's done because I never watched a lot of XFL, so I don't know, how it looks, man. So I really am gonna have to watch it and see, but I'm gonna be on the fence about it until then. But Sean's a no vote. We'll see how it unfolds during the season. And preseason, we should get a good look at it. How it's starting to be rolled out there. MC Prod, Cordarrelle. So I never pronounce his name right. I feel so bad. I hate to mispronounce people's names. Patterson going to be really effective with the new kickoff rule or no? I think he can be. I think that it fits what he does, man. He's a big body guy, 220 pounds, what 6'3" or so, a big dude, man, a big fella, man, and he can really bust things up. And when you're starting close to each other, and the kickoff team doesn't have a lot of time to react to you, I think a guy like Patterson could just bust through there and really be effective with his size. And I think you're going to see a lot of bigger bodies out there, Sean, on these kickoffs with these new rules. Do you think it's going to be less about speed, maybe? Not in all places, but in some places, more maybe about like some bigger bruising type guys maybe getting out there?
I think that size doesn't really matter on this. If you got a guy like, let's just say Deion Sanders or Josh Cribbs, those guys weren't the biggest guys, but man, you kick them the ball and they're possibly going to score on you more times than they're not. And I don't think size has anything to do with it. You just got to get a guy out there that's not afraid to take a hit and that can catch the ball and has some good shifty speed to him. With a quick accelerator. But size always does help. Yeah, but
Yeah,
pull the keeper and let him just sling him up the field, man. And what if
yeah.
we get, we got a guy that he's a little bit older, but yeah, he might be able to just break a few tackles and take off down the field.
Goodbye, baby. What's up, Oscar? What's up, D? D says, I don't know any football fans that think I would watch more football if only every game was a shootout. I'm more of a defensive enthusiast. I like scoring. I want scoring in the game, but I like to see that defensive struggle too. I like that chess match in a game. What about you, Sean? These rules are geared so far for these offensive teams. I mean, they're just it's all about offense, all about scoring. Are you more do you like the defensive side of the ball? Do you like that chess match, or would you rather see shootouts?
Man, I've always been a big fan of defense and running the ball and controlling the clock. So, I wouldn't be a big fan of watching these shootouts every single game and just watching defenses struggle just to get somebody on the ground without a flag being thrown at their feet. So, yeah, I don't like it. I like the old school, run the football and just keep it old school. They're changing the game way too much, man. How
Mm.
I'm wondering how the defenders are going to get through this hip drop tackle thing, along with all the other new rules. It's a whole new league now. It's not the same anymore, man.
No, and Oscar brings that up. The kickoff rule I can deal with, but the hip tackle is going to really ruin things. Mark my words. I think
What's
you're
up?
onto something there, man. About this hip drop thing. I think it's going to be really, really hard to identify. And I think it's going to be a judgment call by the referees that is going to cause some serious issues throughout the season. Are you thinking that too? With what you just said, I'm pretty sure you are. But this rule, do you think it could drastically change some of the outcomes of games, getting these personal foul calls for this hip drop tackle? These are big penalties. These ain't just like little penalties, you know. What do you think about this, Sean, and how it's going to affect this long term in 2024?
Man, it's going to be so hard on defenders, middle linebackers, defensive backs, safeties. You can't go in there. You can't lead with your head. You can't drop with your ass to the ground. I don't know what they're going to do. I guess you just have to shoot for their legs, man. That's the only thing you have left to do, guys. You got to go out there
Yes.
and shoot for the legs. Everything that everybody cried about when Fitzpatrick busted up with Chubb on Cleveland, you're going to see a lot more of that because that's the only
Yeah.
thing left. Just a bunch of knees getting blown out. That's where we're going.
I agree. It's like the only target area they got, man. And dude, you ask every freaking pro out there what they're gonna say. I don't want people going at my legs. That destroys careers, dude. More than anything else, in my opinion. And like you just said there, going after the legs, that's the only area. What are these guys gonna do though, dude, in a big moment? And a guy comes from behind and just like starts to drag a guy down and just barely kind of maybe looks like a hip drop tackle in a big moment. I think it could cost somebody a game, dude. How about you?
Oh, absolutely. And what if, let's just say, yeah, the guy's breaking free. If you don't make that tackle, he's going to score. You could lose that game. Or you try to drop to the ground and bring him to the ground. They're going to throw the flag and you still lose the game. It's a double edged sword, man. And there's nothing good that's going to come out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, me either. Skylar, they go in line the first two picks. Yeah, hell yeah, they are.
Let's hope.
That's up. They are getting greedy by the betting. Absolutely, Oscar. And the points mean what? Spreads, all those points totals, different bets that you can build, different parlays that you can build. The sports betting world has contaminated football. And I know it's fun. I know it's exciting to do it. But I think sports betting was out of the game for a reason for a very long time. And, you know, the more it gets involved, I think it just becomes like Oscar says, the greed. What do you think about the sports betting world? Do you think it controls a lot of what's going on in today's NFL, Sean, and pro sports in general?
I mean, everybody, you all know the saying, it's all about the money. It's always about the money. Everything's about the damn money. And yeah, unfortunately, it's going to have a swing to it. Vegas is going to be in on this. Hell, they got their own football team now. So yeah, man, they want those bets out there. They want people to spend more money and they want more
Yes.
excitement. They want more points on the board. It's all getting changed and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, no doubt. Scholar, yeah, might as well have them play two and touch. All these rules make it extremely hard to play defense. Absolutely, dude. It's ridiculous. Big Stretch 357 says, what up, Sean?
What's
What
up?
up?
What's up, big dog? How you doing?
Living a dream, huh? One nightmare at a time, one greasy nightmare at a time. D says, I think every football fan prefers that. The only people that prefer shootouts or sports highlight shows. Yeah, no doubt. You can make a lot of good YouTube shorts off of it and probably get a hell of a lot of views, man. Shit. It would help my channel. I know that. Get a lot of views, but guess what? I'd rather not have the views. I want to see the chess match. I want to see the real football in the trenches being won by the Warriors, the Gladiators down there in the trenches, the offensive linemen, the D linemen, the ends, the linebackers. I want to see the big boys that really make the game what it is, man. I don't know. That's just a lot. And I even tried to tell my son that he's in high school. These guys are all about this high scoring, high flying, shootout type offense in high school. And it's like, man, dude, people that are football purists, they're looking at you guys that are playing the line, you guys that are doing the dirty work, man. That's who really gets the respect from the football purists, anyway, at least in my opinion.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Skosker says the gambling's gotten really bad. Absolutely. Yo, what's up, Big Stretch? Beer Malls, I'd rather see a defensive fumble TD or a pick six. I'm a Steelers fan, and that's what I've grown up on and get hyped about. Absolutely. And Sean, the Steelers defense has been prided on being a turnover type machine, being a defense that can score. And you hear Mike Tomlin always talk about it, splash plays. That's what you're looking for. And this Pittsburgh Steelers defense is one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid in the league. With the addition of a guy like Patrick Queen, you're going to look at a Steelers defense that could potentially be that, a turnover machine again here in 2024. Is that the style of football you're looking for as a Steelers fan, as opposed to maybe some of these other teams?
Yeah, man, we need it. You got to have a good defense out there. Otherwise, with the offenses that are going on these days, they're just going to put up 40, 50 points on you unless you have a solid defense. I think the Pittsburgh, Steelers, they got the pieces in place on the defensive side to help keep them in the games. And that was last year. We still have a lot of those pieces, plus more that they're better. They're going to be better on defense this year. They have better offensive weapons. So I think yeah, you gotta that defense is key. So keep the other teams, keep them down, try to keep them under 20 points, 21 points,
Yeah,
and give
man.
it up, let the offense go out there and win these games. I think,
Amen,
yeah,
baby.
to answer your
Amen,
question,
baby.
you gotta have the studs on defense, and that's what Pittsburgh's all about.
Preach, brother. Preach, brother. Rasheem Brown, big facts. Amen, baby. Amen. Oscar, why can't the players go on strike or something? There's nobody that can contest the NFL. Do they have that much power? The NFL owners, guys, is a billionaires club. They have tons of power. They can shut this thing down whenever they want. They can do whatever they want at any second, man. Everything in this country is about who you know and how much money you got. Let's face the facts. That's just what it is about, period. And these NFL owners can do and dictate everything. So if they want it, they'll get it. If they don't want it, it's out. And that's the big facts, like as Rasheem said. Why we read that one, Scholar, right? They're really messing with our defense. Absolutely. Get the hip flags out, Rasheem Brown. Absolutely, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. Beer Mall says exactly. Skyler, all starters for the 32 teams should just sit for a year as long as it takes to roll some of the rules back. Maybe that is what it takes. I don't know. Miss Pittsburgh with the emojis. Love it, girl. It's going to be a big mess. Penalties all over the place. I think it's going to increase penalties by a great deal, Sean. This rule change with the hip drop tackle. I think it's going to be a real problem, man. And I think you're going to hear about it all season. I really do, dude. I really, really do. No
It's
doubt
gonna get,
about it.
yeah, it's gonna be a big controversial type season with this whole one rule with the hip drop thing. That's right.
Yeah, no doubt. D says, imagine telling a coal miner in the 1900s that in 100 years, people making millions of dollars are going to be complaining about work safety because they might get a few concussions. Yeah, that's a great perspective to put it in. What do you think, Sean?
I think they would laugh really hard and they would
Mm,
they'd want nothing to do with the future. They'd say, "Let me die next week. I don't want nothing to do with that shit."
yeah,
Because
people
we're
are in
all
agreements, no doubt, man. Everybody's like, hey, man, sit out, get some of these rules played back. The Players Association, they're not the ones pushing this shit half the time. Yeah, they want safer equipment, safer things like that, but they're not pushing for all these rules to be changed all the time. This is like the NFL owners that can't just leave well enough alone. At least in my eyes. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? Yeah, until they get broken legs and then they'll say protect player safety, no leg tackles. Yeah, what happens then, Sean? What happens whenever that does happen? You see more of these Nick Chubb type injuries, devastating blowouts and knees, man. What happens then? What happens in 2025 then? Where are they going to even? How are you going to be able to tackle anybody once they change that rule? That's my question.
They're going to add flags to the hips, and you got to rip the flag off the hip. That's it. That's where we're going. That's the only move they have left after that.
I'm
Flag
done,
football.
bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done if that happens. I'm done.
Me
I'm done.
too. We would
Done.
have to be.
I'd rather watch pickleball, bro. I swear to you, I would. If you're gonna go to flag football bullshit, I'm out. Kiss. I have no desire to watch flag football. None. I want to see warriors out there, bro. Warriors. That's why I watch football. I think that's why a lot of you watch football is the warriors, the gladiators. These guys are modern day gladiators, dude. And they're taking that away from them and they're taking that entertainment value away. These guys know the risk of playing the game. That's part of it, man. It's part of the lore of the game. There is a risk factor involved. It makes it exciting, dude. These guys are gladiators. It just irritates me, Sean. Irritates me.
Yeah, it's heading in the wrong direction. That's for sure. Not good.
Yeah.
I don't know what sport we're gonna have to pick up, to replace football. It's been such a big part of our lives as football fans. We grew up with this. We grew up watching this
Mm-hmm.
with our dads, our parents, our uncles, our cousins, everybody. It's been implemented. It's like our DNA, and they're slowly
Mm-hmm.
taking it from us. And yeah, what are we gonna do when we lose our sport?
Amen, and it's coming, man. D, they're worried about getting more points for viewership, but constant penalty flags will kill viewership faster than anything. Absolutely. You saw the conundrum that Major League Baseball was even in. Um, the slowness of the game and how many different, things were adding to the length of those games. They try to shorten them. And then you look at the NFL and it's like, boom, let's just try to add 50 flags and 55 commercial breaks, and make a game that should last an hour, last 4.5 hours. Like, what the hell, dude? Oh, it makes you crazy, man. It makes you
There's
crazy.
there's that one rule change that I thought was, hey, you know what? I could get on board with that. And that was when the MLB baseball they put the time clock on for the pitchers because
I
that
like
really
it.
I used to get irritated, man, with some of those pitchers would go on that mound and stare at the catcher's mitt for 30 seconds before they throw the ball. That does it turns a 3 hour game into a 4 to 5 hour game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's tough, dude. It's just tough to watch. Danny George, great show, Steelers family. Amen. Thank you, Danny. We appreciate that. And also, guys, welcome back to Steel City Live. We appreciate you for stopping through. So please hit that like button as we always ask you to do. We try not to nag you too hard about it, but please hit that like button. Also, go over and like Sean's channel. We got to get him to 50 subs. We're almost there. So go over and hit that up. We'll pin that up somewhere in these comments also. And subscribe if you're not, guys. And welcome to our millionth view show. I still can't believe that, dude. I've been in shock because, Sean, I didn't even realize that it was a million views until I went to pick up my son from football. And I was like, oh, I'm going to see if we have a million views yet because it doesn't register right away on the channel page to where I couldn't see it just playing out. So I went into the YouTube studio. I brought it up. I'm like, oh, Lord, I did tell Sean that we might be hitting a million views by then. And we needed 11,000 views as of yesterday, and we got 11,000 views overnight. So that's pretty damn cool.
It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Great job, guys. Thanks out there, everybody who shared this
Hell
channel.
yes. Thank you too, Sean, for always helping us out, man. Truly, truly appreciate it, my friend.
My pleasure.
No doubt. Thank you. Beer Malls, are you guys into this double header on Wednesday, Christmas Day? These teams are hopefully, I will have 4 days off between games. It's hard on the player. Dude, I was just about to bring that up, Beer Malls. I've been thinking about it and just trying to figure out what time, when to fit it in here, man. And I thank you for bringing it up, brother. But dude, I ain't on board with any type of Christmas Day games. And I know it brings massive ratings. People are home. I don't like it. I don't like the short turnaround in games. I don't like Thursday night games. I don't like this Wednesday bullshit. I just don't like it. They talk about player safety, Sean, and I think this is a big one. You're screwing with player safety when you're giving them 2, 3, 4 days in between a game. These are physical games. Don't mess with this and don't try to be so greedy. Greed gets everybody, man. You can't be greedy, dude. What do you think about that, Sean? This Christmas Day crap. I'm not on board with it.
Well, I mean, I can look at this two different ways. I can look at it as, hey, on Christmas Day, I get to watch a little football now while I'm while everybody's happy with their presents and doing their thing, I can sneak off and watch a little football with my wife. Or, I could look at it the other way and say, damn it, the player's safety is in jeopardy because it's true. And this could lead to a catastrophe to our team if your team is playing that weekend. And you could lose a valuable player during that short turnaround week. So it's
Mm-hmm.
and I'm on the fence with it. I guess I don't know
Yeah.
how to feel about that.
Well, then you have weak game plans too, dude. Weak game plans because you have like a minimal time to game plan. The product I always feel is shitty on Thursday nights, even when the Steelers play. It's just a messy game. It's not a well planned out type thing for each team. I feel like there's a lot of mistakes being made. I just think there's a lot to it, and it's just, uh, I don't know, man. Not my thing, but we'll see. Flag football, Miss Pittsburgh. We ain't about that. I am right along with you, Jason. Thank you. I want to see the beatdown. That's part of this, guys. The gladiators, man. Do you remember? You know, 100,000 Romans in the Roman Colosseum. That's what this is in the modern day, dude. That's what this is. You're cheering for your gladiators, dude. They're just not killing each other literally today. That's really all it is. We'll have to replace football with MMA and bare knuckle boxing. I like MMA, man. I do like MMA.
Me
I am
too.
down for that. We should incorporate MMA here on the channel. I like MMA.
That'd be great.
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah. Skylar Cannon, yep. That is why I didn't care for the game last year. Or last year. There was so many lame ass flags, most of which was officials trying to shape the game. Yeah, we talked about that many times where I felt like that was a thing. Like they're leaning the game certain ways, dictating the pace, dictating it and leaning it towards certain outcomes. And I don't like that shit, man, at all.
No, neither.
Beer Malls. I did love the pitch clock. Yeah, that is cool. Beer Malls. What is Sean's YouTube channel? I tried to look it up and couldn't find it. Just want to subscribe and follow. Yeah, guys. Sean, if you can type it in the comments, you can. That's up to you. If you
Yeah,
can, if you can't, if not, I'll pin it later and it'll be I'll put it in the community section again. It's in there like 3 or 4 posts down, but if Sean can put it in there tonight, he can feel free to do it. It's hard for me
I'll,
to.
I'll log on the laptop here and post something in the chat. You guys can click on
Okay.
my epic
I'll pin
exclamation.
it. I'll
Okay.
pin it if you put it in there.
I
I'm gonna
need.
have to get some beard dye so you look like your emoji. Oh man, D. D. Come on,
Dang.
bro.
The
Come
dick.
on, bro. Chicks dig got salt and pepper, bro. Come on now. Come on, D. What's up, Nathaniel? He only needs like 19 or 20.
Yeah, last I checked, it was around 1920 exactly.
Yeah, we're getting there, dude. It takes time, but hey, we're getting there. We're gonna be switching to a different format soon, so we got to get a couple live features unlocked for our boy Sean here. So
Yeah,
that's all.
we were kind of shocked to find out that we have to have a certain amount of subscribers to each channel to unlock certain things to do on a live show. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why we're not using our mics and stuff because on this shorts feed, we have to use our headsets because it's like not taking it if we do it in this vertical view. This vertical view is a new thing from YouTube. This hasn't been out very long. And what it does is the reason why we use it, guys, just so you guys all have an explanation of why we use it, is because it brings more viewers to the channel because people are scrolling through their feed and they're able to see it. So that's why we're doing it, just to be able to get our channel name out there, to get more people added to our conversation, because I feel like we have so much fun and I like other people to get the chance to see it. So once we start getting to a certain level, we'll switch this back to a horizontal view and fix it all up. You know. Beer Mall sounds good. Nate Dogg, how do you feel about the QB room in Pittsburgh right now? Well, Nate Dogg, I feel pretty damn good about it. I don't think it's that bad. What do you think, Sean? I think it could be good, and I think it could be a disaster at the same time. But I'm leaning more toward it. I think it could be really good because I think Russell Wilson still has some gas left. I think Justin Fields, maybe with a year sitting, could prove people maybe a little bit wrong. I'm not saying a guarantee, but maybe. He does have some major deficiencies. But what do you think, Sean, about this quarterback room?
I think it's better than what we had last year. I think we got a little bit more to look forward to, and we can see a lot more developing going on with an older quarterback like Russ coming in. That's got some experience going deep into a Super Bowl, and and winning there. And yeah, it's better than Pickett and Trubisky and Rudolph. I like Rudolph a lot. I still do. I wish him nothing but the best. But it is. I think we're in a better place this year than we were last year.
Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Stephen Carpenter? Steel City Live. Let's weld. Yeah, no doubt. That's awesome. We always got to make fun of Russell Wilson a little bit, baby. No doubt about it. D says the beard looks distinguished. He can't grow a beard. It gets too patchy. He's almost 40. Looks like a second hair pair of jeans. Hey, bro, I got my shit is nice. I just trim it down. It gets thick, though. Real thick. I could look like a freaking lumberjack, bro, in about a month. It's crazy. Craig Werlow, wish we got Josh Reynolds instead of Denver. He would have helped. Yeah, he would have helped, man. No doubt. The Lions wide receiver. Yeah, I think he would have been pretty good, man. I definitely would have rather had him than Van Jefferson or Quez Watkins. I could say that for sure. I think so anyway. The
Yeah.
best show in town is here. Abso-freaking-lutely. No doubt. That's it. Yeah, Nathaniel gave Sean's channel name Epic Expeditions. Absolutely. Again, guys, I will post. If you click on Sean's name, it'll take you to his channel. You could hit sub and then come back. That's up to you guys, though. But you can do it afterwards or during. It don't matter to me. However you guys want to do it. We just need your help to boost our boy up here. Big Stretch 357. Excited for this season coming. I think it will be a different offense. That will be very much fun to watch, or very fun to watch. I think you're right, dude. I think the Steelers defense or offense has the potential now with the additions. I think they're going to go out, fix some of these holes that are remaining inside of the draft. You're going to have a mix of young and veteran players. I think that there is a high ceiling for this football team on offense. And I don't think that that's just a bull job, man. I'm not just bullshitting you guys. What do you think, Sean? I think that this offense can reach for the stars, and I think it could be something different this year.
I do too. I think that they have potential to be one of the better offenses in the whole league, and especially if they go into the draft picking up a good center right round one. That's going to be one of the biggest moves I think that they can make to help them solidify all these guys that they're bringing in. You can't bring in a quarterback or any quarterback and expect them to do well with a line that's not complete. So they got to fix that line. And yeah, I think that they're going to be one of the better offenses, like I say.
Yeah, man. I think so. I think they have potential. Now, will it happen? We don't know, guys. We're not mind readers. But D says I think Mason is better than either of these quarterbacks. I thought Mason was damn good. I can't even argue it. So we'll see how it goes. I hope Mason gets a chance to start and prove everybody else wrong. But we'll see how that goes. No doubt about it. We'll see how these stats stack up. We'll see how the performances go. We'll see how Russell Wilson is received by the fan base in the city of Pittsburgh, because that fan base, or our fan base, it can turn on you in a heartbeat, dude. You can be getting the boo birds out real early if you're not showing what you should be showing. No doubt about it. Who do you think the Steelers are taking in the first round? That's from Nate Dogg. I say they are taking J.C. Latham or Mims. That's who I think they're going to take. A tackle option. What do you think, Sean? Who's your first round maybe pick now that we're getting closer?
Honestly, I think it's going to be Frazier or Van Pran. I think that's one of the two.
Oh, in the first round?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Frazier.
think so.
Well, bro,
Frazier maybe. Van Pran, I don't think so.
Van
But
Pran, what if they're
Frazier,
both gone? They would have to go Van Pran, yeah?
not in the first round. He's not a first round talent. I don't think so anyway. I don't know.
I just
Maybe some people have him as first round talent. I don't know though. I don't know Buffalo. I don't know all these people, man. I really don't.
Position. That's what I'm saying. But hey, you never know.
Yeah, you never know, man. They could do something dumb. You never know, man. They could come out with something really stupid and shock us all, to be honest.
Yeah, they might even go wide receiver. We'll see. We don't know.
Yeah, you never know. Steelers are only in a better position this year because Tomlin wouldn't play Mason last year. He wouldn't for some reason. I don't know what his deal was. Craig Werlow, they might have to move up to get a center they want. Yeah, I don't think moving up is a wise decision, man. You're going to burn some draft capital, dude. I don't think so. There's no need to. There's definite options that are going to be there at 20. You're going to be able to get a right tackle. The only place I would move up in is the second round to get a center. And then I would look at somebody like Zach Frazier. Then I would look at somebody like maybe a Van Pran. But the Duke guy that's a guard and a center, he's going to be gone. Barton, he's going to be gone probably. and Jackson Powers Johnson. Those two are probably going to be gone. So you are looking at Frazier, you are looking at Van Pran, but that's probably what they would do in the second round is try to move up to get one of those guys if they miss in the first round. We'll see. But Frazier could go in the first round. Some have him projected in the first round. I do know that. Van Pran, I don't know about. I don't know enough about him.
Yeah.
Steelers fans, are we ruthless to QBs? We are, buddy. We are definitely hard on QBs. Miss Pittsburgh, yes, sir. Mike Englehart. Does TJ come back and with a vengeance after a depoy snub? I think so. I think TJ Watt is poised for a big year, man. Oh, thank you, Nathaniel Sampson, for a donation. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. I'll put you in there. Thank you, bro. You're a Mic Drop Mafia member, my friend. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that super chat, bro. But what do you think, Sean? What do you think TJ's coming back hot and heavy this season?
Yeah. Oh man, I almost cussed. Yes, for sure. He's got a chip on his shoulder now, man. He got snubbed again. So the only way he can shove that right back in the NFL's face is go back out there, do it again, and try to get to 22 and a half to 23 sacks.
Yeah, you look at Aaron Donald, even a guy that's retired and one of the NFL's best, says like TJ Watt is that guy. Always consistently 17, 18 sacks, constantly being a disruptive force, constantly meaning so much to his football team. And it's like, damn, man, that guy deserves, every damn award. I thought that was out there, dude. I really thought he was a beast, man. I definitely did. He really changed the whole defense when he's out there. And not many players do that, man. Not many players at any position do that, Sean.
It's mind blowing the stats of how the Steelers perform when he's not on the field. It really is mind blowing.
No doubt, dude. No doubt. Mel Kiper Jr. puts out a thing about an hour ago, and I want you all to just avoid anything that Mel Kiper Jr. ever says because he's an idiot. But anyway, he puts out there that there's potential spots for a receiver in the second round. That might be the only thing that he does say that could be a possibility. But seriously, guys, if the Steelers miss on the center in the first round, I can guarantee you in the second round somewhere, they're finding a center. I can almost lay money on that because they're pretty the cupboard's pretty bare. I mean, come on. Do you think the Steelers could afford to wait to the third or fourth round to get somebody, Sean, at center? I don't, but do you?
If they do, that's when they're going to get Van Pran.
Yeah, they're going to get a Van Pran. They're going to get somebody that maybe isn't that great. I mean, there's other options out there, guys. There's the first four centers probably could be serviceable guys. The first three probably day one starter type guys. But after that, there ain't no more, that are day one type starters in my eyes.
No, that's why I really hope they get a Zach Frazier or somebody like that. I stopped saying Jackson Powers Johnson, guys, just because I know he's not going to be there. And if he is, I will be shocked. And other teams it'll then be on them for screwing it up. But I really got to hope that we get somebody awesome in there. It's a
necessity. Yeah. Beer Miles, do you think we are going to see a 65% to 35% running to passing ratio? Run, pass, punt, or more pass, run, pass combo? I think you're going to see quite a good mix, but I think the Steelers will be run heavy and heavy personnel. I think so, Sean. What do you think Arthur Smith is going to bring? Do you think it'll be more run heavy, or do you think it'll be a good mix?
I feel like it's going to be a run heavy offense. I think 60-40 is about what I'm thinking. They're going to run about, a little bit more and try to open up that play action a lot. Because if you're running it, more the majority of the time and you're running it well, dude, that play action is going to be lethal, man.
Yeah, that's how you make the play action lethal, guys. Dominate in the run game. Yep. Nate Dogg, how many games are the Steelers winning? Do you think they will win the division? And do you think they will win a playoff game? I think they'll compete in the division. I think this is the best chance ever for all four of the AFC North teams to make the playoffs. I really think so. I think this is your best chance that you've ever had, but probably won't happen. I think the Steelers will win at least one playoff game this year. What says you, Sean? At least one playoff game, or do you think This is going to be another just Mike Tomlin average year, man.
Man, I see him go a little bit deeper. I could see him maybe going, divisional. So they can
There
win
you go.
go in the wild card. They'll win the wild card, then maybe win the divisional. But after that, I don't know about after that. Will they have all
Yeah.
the to go for a deeper run than that? I don't know.
Hard to tell, man. How do they come together as a team, guys? Latrobe, the mini camps, that's going to tell you a lot about the 2024 Pittsburgh Steelers. You're going to see that camaraderie. You're going to see those teams build. And that's the only true test. That's the true way of seeing things here, is how this team starts to come together. Look at how they get along. Look at how they interact with each other. Look at how they interview. That means a lot. And I'm sure a lot of pro players will tell you that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure they'll tell you that variable of coming together as a team means a lot to that locker room at any pro sports.
Man,
Oh,
I think
all right.
I feel like we still have another elephant in the room that hasn't really been addressed, and I'm wondering when the Steelers how they're going to do it and when, and that's the two fifth-year options that are still left on the Steelers roster. You got Justin Fields coming up on his 5th year, and you also have Najee Harris. And
Yeah. You
how
have
they
to
going to do
decide.
that?
You have to decide by May 2.
Yes, and that are they? Do you think they'll go for both of them? Can they afford to keep both those guys?
26 million for Justin Fields and his 5th-year option. Najee Harris would be like almost $7 million. They
Six.
can make it work financially, I think, but do you want to? I think before May 2 is when they have to work out a longer term deal instead of giving that 5th-year option. I think, Sean, that they do a different type of deal. I feel like they try to work a deal out more long term with both of those guys, at least 2-year deals or so, to lower that number down a little bit, try to spread that money out a little bit. And that's what I think. Are you thinking that they bring them, give them both 5th-year options?
I definitely want to see them keep Najee. I think Najee has earned himself a good contract with the Steelers. They should not part ways with him. The guy has never missed a game in the black and gold. He's played 53 games. He's never been injured. He's had in 3 years over 1,000 yards rushing in all 3 years. He's proven himself to be a force to be reckoned with. And I think it would be a major slap to his face if they didn't extend him and give him a nice offer. And maybe,
I thought
as far as Justin Fields, that's a big number for somebody that's unproven. Maybe, do kind of something like Green Bay did with Jordan Love. Give him try to extend his contract and lower the price and just add more incentives if they can do that. Make him, try to earn something. And try to keep them both around maybe by doing something like that.
Najee's never missed a game. I thought he has been injured. He's had foot and stuff. I thought he's missed games. I didn't know
No,
that.
I was
That's
just reading
crazy.
down today, and they were saying he's never missed a game, brother. Now, if I'm
That's
wrong, I'm
crazy. You
sorry,
might
but
be right. I have no clue, Sean. I just thought that was an interesting stat.
yeah, we're
Missed in
JD.
the NFL. No, I thought that was an interesting stat. I didn't know that. Najee Harris injury history. He's had the foot injury, but did he play through all of that?
From what I read,
Had a knee injury. So he's been injured a couple times, foot, knee, and once in his elbow. I bring up these things. So he's had a pedal foot injury, an ankle sprain. Yeah, so he's been listed. He's come out of games, but I can't see where he's let or missed any. You might be right, dude.
53 games he's played in 3 years. So whatever that is.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a lot. That's crazy. I never would have thought that. I thought
He's
he
doing
some
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
dude.
running.
I mean, hey, a guy, what's the average? Like, how many yards? Shit. 3-4 yards a carry or something like that. I think he averages 3 yards, 4 yards. So I mean, he's not horrible or anything. He is pretty steady, he's a decent player. I feel like he gets better as the season progresses. So I'm not like, not out on Najee, but I think he can, get better and hopefully they can work out the money. I definitely wouldn't mind keeping him. It doesn't bother me either way. I like the two-headed monster with him and Jalen, though. I really do.
Me too. Big time.
I like just how they complement each other. Jay Swizzle, trenches are everything. We got to get aligned. Yeah, no doubt, man. Craig Warlow, I'm hoping the first game of the year is against Denver. Could you imagine the storylines? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Mike Engelhart, back on TJ made me so mad. I seen Micah Parsons backing Miles Garrett. Micah Parsons is an idiot, dude. I gotta say it. The things he said in that interview on Radio Row at the Super Bowl were just stupid, just so dumb, dude. He was just dumb.
I
Miss
agree.
Pittsburgh. I heard that Russell wasn't with his wife Sierra. That's a rumor. Nah, I think they're good, man. They're posting TikToks. They post all these videos all the time. I think they're all right. Who knows though? Skylar Cannon, I think it's going to be JPJ. JPJ. That's a lot of people want that. Good odds. Beer malls, Nate Dogg, regulators, mount up. Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. We've got to win the AFC North games. Absolutely. You got to win in the AFC North. 5-1 in the AFC North. Sean put the bold prediction out there last time, didn't you, Sean?
Yeah, 12-5, man. They're going to sweep the AFC North.
No doubt. No doubt. Put user in timeout. Goodbye. Goodbye. It's time for the Pittsburgh. We don't talk politics, my friend. This is football and sports in general and life in general. We just don't do that politics shit. That's just, there's enough bad in the world. We want to come here to Steel City Live and enjoy ourselves. We don't want to talk about that dumb shit. It's time for Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Beast Claw. Yeah, we got Russell Wilson, baby. I think he'll do all right. Great Snell. What's up? Nathaniel Sampson with the emojis. Pittsburgh. I miss Pittsburgh with the emoji. Just sir, we're going all the way. It's our time. I hope. Skyler, we went 5-1 last year. Yeah, man, no doubt, dude. I think it could be another year like that. I'm just trying to get through the comments, Sean. If you see any you like, read them. Yeah, we got Russ. I did that one. Big stretch. I think Sean's right. Running down the opponent, and once they bit on the second or third time, Russ bombs and gets 50 yards. Absolutely. But you got to be versatile. I like that. I would not mind that. I think it would be a great offense. I really do. Whenever you can hit those splash plays. Russell Wilson still got that arm, Sean. He's still got that arm, bro.
I was so impressed with what I saw his workout video. That ball was getting slung around, man. It had some zip to it.
Yeah, he does. He got some zip on there. More than Kenny had. And he's 35.
He's looking cut up and in shape. He's out there just sprinting around and great footwork. Gosh, it got me all excited.
No doubt.
I wasn't excited prior. Now I am.
Dude, I just remembered that my desk is like on hydraulics and I can make it go up and I can make it go down. And I forgot about that. And I always play with this. And it's like, why would I play with the damn thing when I can just hit the button over here? I'm so dumb. But anyway, even AD said TJ has been snubbed a few times and even should. Yeah, he should. They owe TJ a couple depoys. Let's just say that. Put that shit in a bank. Pay my man. Pay my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Craig Werlow, I think they would try to rework Fields' contract like 3 or 4 years at a decent price if possible. I don't know if Fields will go 3-4 years, but I think he could go 1 or 2 years, to give himself that chance. I think so anyway. Do you think the Fields, Sean, would go for a 4-year deal or so, or do you think more like a 2?
Man, that's a good question. Maybe 2. Yeah, I think 4. It all depends on Russell Wilson. I think it's that's going to play a lot in his decision making. So that's what I just don't know. What's Russell going to do? What's he going to sign? Is he going to stick around longer? There's so many questions.
What's he cost you? Yeah, a lot of variables. D says if you had to pick between Warren and Najee, which one do you pick? I pick Jalen Warren because he's more versatile, in my opinion. I think you could do more with Jalen Warren. And if I had to pick one and I definitively only could have one on my team, that's what I do. What about you, Sean?
Yep. I would go Jalen Warren also. I that's hard for me to say because I love Najee Harris. I love what he brings to the football field. But Jalen Warren kind of proved to me that he has more capabilities of breaking the big run out during the game. He tends to have more long runs than Najee does.
Home run hitter, baby. I'm that big league home run hitter. You remember Major League? I think with that movie where he was like, Joe Boo is what he called his little friend. Yeah, in the locker, he would like worship his little Joe Boo guy, getting all his bats, cutting up chicken legs and shit. Yeah, yeah. And they did that commercial, and he was like, "Yes, it's my little home run hitter." I remember that. That was pretty cool. Beer Malls agrees. Jalen Warren, Skylar Cannon. If we get Mims, then Van Pran would be coming to the best place to help develop him because he'd have his running mate on the line in BJ, AM, and DW. I think it would be good, man. I don't think Van Pran would be a bad pick. I just like the other ones. If I could get Zach Frazier, or Jackson Powers Johnson, or Barton, I think those guys would be better in my eyes. Nathaniel Sampson with the emojis. Use them up, guys. Don't forget to become a Mic Drop Mafia member. 99 cents a month. During the season, you get a free episode like that nobody else gets but you, Mic Drop Mafia members. So don't forget that, guys.
Anytime I see like other fans of other teams in our chat, which is all awesome, I like them in there. That's when I start throwing up the black and gold emojis. Let them see where they're at. Remind them this is a black and gold world, baby. We black and gold in here.
Nettie Miles, not to mention by the fourth quarter, they're worn out. You got to have a few running backs. It keeps everybody fresh, I think. I think it's positive to rotate them like the Steelers do. When somebody gets hot, though, that's when I think they should start riding somebody. If somebody gets hot, I think they should like really hammer that down a little bit. Do you think, Sean, it should be more, every other series, or do you think it should be like, hey, we're going to rotate every other series or two here, and then when somebody gets hot, we're going to ride that hand a little bit?
I think that's a good thing to do. That's what I was saying about Mason also last year. You have the hot hand, you got to ride with the hot hand. Yeah, and if you got to run, let's just say Najee Harris he's struggling, he's running into it looks like a brick wall. He's only gaining 1 to 2 yards. Then you got Jalen Warren. Every time he touches the ball, he's gaining 5 to 6 yards. You got to ride with that if you want to win the games. Absolutely.
No doubt. Nate Dogg, I say we get Mims in the first, and then we trade our second and third this year for a higher second and get James Worthy. You got to get a center, man. Is James Worthy a center? I don't know who the hell James Worthy is, bro. I got to look him up, man. Like I said, guys, there's so many damn names. There will be names that you guys know that I don't know. There will be names that I know that you don't know. There's a lot. James Worthy, the basketball player, I know him. But that's, hold on. Let me look him up to know who you're talking about. Let me see. James Worthy. Let's see.
Gotta look him up now, boys.
Yeah, you're talking Xavier Worthy, not James Worthy. I was going to say, I don't even know who James Worthy is. I know Xavier Worthy from the Texas. Yeah, I know him, but I don't know I don't know James. You're going to have to refresh me on that one. Maybe make sure you were not talking about Xavier. Skylar, we'll franchise tag Najee and then extend Fields. Shoot, dude. 7 million. I'd rather franchise Najee if I had to pick one. If you have to pick one, who are you franchising, Sean?
Najee all day, every day. Like I said, he's proven to me that he's a durable running back who can run the ball hard. 53 games in 3 years, each year over 1,000 yards. You gotta pay the man. Fields is unproven to me, in my opinion. He's not proven.
One thing though, we all talk about the 1,000 yards, and I applaud it. I think it's a good statistic. But man, now that they've added a game, doesn't mean as much because if you look at the average, it's probably like 65 yards a game. You know what I mean? Is that enough for you? Or do you like how Najee comes on late in the season and starts to be that like guy, that pounder? Do you like that aspect of Najee more?
I love that aspect that he has, and when he sticks to it, because there's times I've seen him try to jump over defenders or go around them when he has the size and power to go through them. So if he can stick to that, yeah, that's the way you want to do it, man.
Yeah. The Titans are blue, not black and blue, though. D. Mike Engelhardt, how you guys feel about RG3 saying Caleb Williams should hold out and Deion Sanders saying his sons will pull an Eli if drafted to cold cities? Too much power to these college. Dude, it's a privilege to get into the NFL. If these guys want to sit out, let them sit out. Let them ruin their career. These NFL teams need to quit coddling them. If they don't want to come to your town, don't freaking draft their ass, dude. Who cares? That's just my opinion. I think they do give them too much, Mike. I think it's too much power, man. What do you think about this, Sean? I think it's a privilege to be in the NFL. You've got a chance to make millions, but now in college, you can make millions too. But guess what? Stay in college then, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I think that Shador is going to be an amazing talent. Travis Hunter, going to be an amazing talent. Caleb Williams, not so much. But hey, there's a chance. But I think that there's a good chance that you're coming to the NFL, and any team you go to, you have a great chance to succeed, man. They are making you the savior of their franchise if they pick you early. That should be flattering, dude. At least to me.
Yeah, if somebody gives you an offer, you want to take it, especially if you're just coming out of college. It's your first offer. Not only that, if you don't and you turn it down, to me, you're telling me that you don't have what it takes to go turn that team around. You're lacking something. You don't have the confidence. You want a guy
Amen.
that's not afraid to go. He'll go to any team. Like, let's just use C.J. Stroud for example. He went to the Texans and he turned that shit around, man. They're out there slinging the ball, putting up points. They became a dominant force in the NFL. Those are the guys you want. They'll go to any team.
No
And
doubt. He's a gladiator, bro. I got a lot of respect for CJ Stroud. I didn't think he was going to do much. CJ Stroud is a damn gladiator. He played hard. He's a man of God. I really like the way CJ Stroud handles himself. I like his character. I like the way he handles business. And I think he's going to be a good one for quite some time. And like Sean said, he went to a team that gave him the opportunity, and he fought and he got the job done and did what he was supposed to do, and he played hard, man. And he deserves all the glory, the credit that he gets down there with the Texans.
yeah, shoot Baker.
Nathaniel, fly Eagles, fly, bro. Nathaniel. Hey, we love our Eagles fan, Nathaniel, though, man. We always like to have him, no doubt about it. Eagles or not, we still love you, bro. You're
Enjoy
on
your
it.
kitten mittens, man. You guys got the kitten.
You got kitten mittens, so we got to be a little gentle on you right now. Kenny kitten mittens, yeah. Bear Malls, yeah. I love Parker and Bettis. I love Fast Willie. I love Big JB too, dude. JB's son going to Notre Dame to play, no doubt, following in daddy's footsteps.
That's awesome.
Nathaniel, did we already talk about the Steelers are getting with Peterson? Yeah, Patterson. Yeah, we did. I think he's going to be a versatile guy. He could play that fifth, could play that running back role, play that fifth wide receiver, play that kick returner. He's giving you more value, guys, and that's where you're going to look at maybe guys like Quez Watkins or Van Jefferson. Those guys aren't shoe-ins to make the team, man. These teams, these guys aren't like guaranteed roster spots for sure. I don't want anybody to think that they are because you got to have versatility in the special teams game, Sean. I think that that's an important thing that the Pittsburgh Steelers highly value. Danny Smith, Mike Tomlin. I think they really value the special teams, and I think if you can't play special teams in a big way, they're not going to keep you if you're borderline fourth or fifth wide receiver or so.
Yeah, I like the fact that they can throw him in the slot and have some extra blocking. For the
Yeah,
run game.
big body.
Big body. Yeah.
Isn't that what we're looking for, Sean? Isn't that what everybody's wanting? That big physical presence out of the slot to bust somebody up? There's your guy.
Exactly what we want. We haven't got like Tyler Boyd or anyone that we kind of been hoping to fill that position. So hey, if we can fill that slot, great. We could save money other areas.
Yeah, use him all over, dude. And I think Arthur Smith probably said to Mike Tomlin, I've coached this guy before. I think I can do some good shit with him, man. Let's get him. And I think that that's what happened. All right, guys, don't forget, hit that like button. We're running low on likes tonight for a Wednesday show. You got to hit the likes for your boys here, man. We are definitely in need of some likes. So light that like button up real quick for us. There's 3 little dots you can hit and bring down the box. Or you can back out of the live chat, hit like, and come right back in and talk to us here on Steel City Live. I'm Jason. That's Sean. We're going to be wrapping the show up, guys. I know we're running behind in the chat here a little bit. I'll try to catch up, Sean. You can read any you want to. I'll read a couple and then you can go. Skylar Cannon, if I'm a top-ranked QB, I'm not going to Chicago, Washington, Denver, Las Vegas, LA, New Orleans, or New York. Man, that's a lot of teams, bro. That's a lot of teams, man. But I mean, shit. If that's what you want to do, I say all power to you. Fly, Kenny, fly. The beer malls.
Fly, Kenny.
That's it. All right,
Fly
Sean, I'm going to read one more. You're up after me. Craig Werlow. They might have to look at the tight end sometimes because Pat been hurt a lot in offense. It's tight and heavy. I agree, man. I think that Pat has been hurt, but I think they could utilize him a lot more. I think they have some options, though. I think Connor Hayward can play a little bit. So we'll see. And I think Darnell Washington's going to prove to be a solid player also. So hopefully, maybe limiting Pat's reps maybe a little bit more with mixing in the other guys, maybe that preserves him a little bit. But do you think, Sean, the Steelers need to get rid of Pat long term? He's in his 4th year of his contract. Do you think maybe finding a different tight end is probably where they need to go?
I don't think it would hurt. Like I said, I think Freiermuth struggles a little bit with the blocking and the run game, and yeah, I think they should probably look other places. I like Freiermuth, but I think there's better options out there, and we have Darnell Washington. He's a great guy to go on there and let him do his thing and bring somebody else in to learn from.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. If I'm Warren and they don't give me an extension this year and maybe an extra 500K million, I'm hitting the free agency next year, especially with what they are paying Najee. Absolutely. I think they need to pay Warren a little bit. What do you think the chances of that, Sean, are happening? Paying Warren, do you think that they're going to do that? Or do you think that they're just like, we'll kind of just see how it plays out?
Man, I feel like they are kind of seeing how it plays out, but I hope they pay him. We need to keep all these guys on there. We don't want to like devalue the Pittsburgh Steelers. We need to keep going with what the con man's been constructing. I'm sorry.
Construction. Put your damn hard hats on. Woo.
Con man.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Again, hit that like button. This is the 1,000,000 views show, dude. We've hit 1,000,000 views, dude. You figure we'd have had a hell of a lot more likes than that, Sean, for sure.
What a huge milestone, you guys. Yeah, help us out.
Yeah. All Mike because Engler, of you folks.
I think Mike Engler has something good here. He says, I agree with the honor to play. That's how I felt about Le'Veon Bell and countless others that fast jumped ship to other contracts. If Bell wouldn't have left, guaranteed Hall of Fame and Steeler royalty. And that is so true. If Le'Veon Bell would have stayed, he would have, man. And we'd probably have another championship, probably have another Lombardi hanging. We have the 3 Ps, man. And, these guys got to learn the hard way. Antonio Brown went down that path, and look what happened. It's proven to be, man, once the Steelers can your ass, there goes your career spiraling down.
You got to be with the boys, bro. That's it. You got to stay with the boys. Sean Leonard says the NFL has destroyed special teams. Now you can't even tackle. Hey, man, Sean, it's definitely crazy. Thomas Warrington, hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? We're doing good. Stephen Carpenter, life's been good since they shipped off kitten mittens. Yeah. Nathaniel Sampson, what do you think about the rumors of J. McCarthy going inside of the top 10 in the draft? I think it could be a possibility. Quarterback guys is one of those positions that everybody's always searching for. They're always, grabbing for. But I find this even to be more interesting. What do you think about Marvin Harrison Jr. maybe dropping down to the back half of the top 10, maybe 9, or maybe even out of the top 10? Do you think that could happen, Sean? Marvin Harrison Jr. may be available after pick 10.
Man, that'd be crazy. And wouldn't that be something? I don't really see it happening because I think he's got such a great talent and what a great mentor, having a father like that. Marvin Harrison, man. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I think he's going to get picked.
Yeah, a lot of people. It might be a Mel Kiper rumor, a dummy Mel Kiper rumor. Just this, come on, dude. Mel Kiper, he's the worst. I don't know how he's even employed. I just wonder that. And it's like, just because he has like a weirder voice and, I don't know. Is it his look or something? I don't understand it because it isn't his football knowledge. Not at all. It's definitely not. Skylar Cannon. Yeah, Kyle Allen has so many turnovers. I think the bar to get by to the backup spot. I really don't want him out there on the field. Only guy worse than Trubiscuits. Yeah, he has a lot. 26 to 21, guys. 26 TDs, 21 turnovers in the form of interception. Is that scheme? Is that team? We'll see how it goes. But I think he could win you a game if need be. I think he could be serviceable, Have you been on since they put Kyle Allen in, Sean? Since they got him?
No.
What do you think about him?
No, but I've been definitely listening.
What do you think about him? I didn't get a chance to ask you.
I was kind of shocked.
Yeah,
I was
go
kind
ahead.
of hoping he was going to go to the draft and bring in a younger guy, that maybe, wasn't. Man, I don't know. I think I didn't really like it. That's how I don't want to say it, but I didn't really like it because he might
Hey,
turn out to
man.
be good. You never know.
Never know, man. It's like shit. You just never know, dude. It's like playing gambling for real. I mean, you're taking a lottery ticket out on these guys. Mitch Pittsburgh gives the best comment of the night. Let's go, people. Hit the shit out of the like button. Let's do it. Do it up. All right,
Yes.
guys. We're gonna have to miss some of the comments, man. My voice hurts. Sean's got to get going too. We both got to get going. It's a Wednesday night. We've been going for over an hour, so forgive us. We will get to all the comments as much as possible. You can put them back in after the show when it uploads, and we'll answer them that way. But we really try to get to every comment. But you guys have been loading this thing up. The responses have been overwhelming. And this is one of the only shows I think that we really try to answer all of you guys and allow you guys to really get your voice in, so it's cool. I really enjoy doing that, though. You guys always have such good stuff to say. What's up, Mark? What's up, man? Mark and the Mic Drop Mafia. There we go. There you go, man. What's up? We're gonna wrap this up, guys. But thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Scholar. Thank you, Sean, Leonard, Steelers Nation Australia. Thank you. Tomlin is awesome. All right, guys. We gotta break it off though, man. We've been going a long time. Again, don't forget to go over and subscribe to Sean at Epic Expedition so he can get a couple things unlocked. That would be cool. And we're gonna just wrap this up. Anything in closing, Sean?
Thanks for joining us for this talk. It was a lot of fun. It's going to be an exciting year coming up, and I'm really looking forward to the draft. Hopefully, you guys can join us. I think we'll be live during the first few rounds, so we'll see how that goes. Don't forget about Merrill Hodge coming up April 1st, and like and
Yeah.
subscribe, you guys. You guys are amazing. And yeah, help me out. Get a few more subscriptions, and we're gonna unlock some more stuff. And the show's gonna keep continuing just to get better and better. Can't thank you guys
Amen, brother. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sean. I will talk to you later. We'll figure out some more shows for this week. Look for our daily upload tomorrow morning. I apologize for this morning. Tons going on. Life happens, guys. So, but don't. We'll hit it back up tomorrow morning. Have no fear. But thank you again. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Steeler Nation. Thank you, Mike Drop Mafia. Until next time. Till tomorrow. Peace, everybody. See ya.
Have a good night, guys.
Later.
Later, Jason.